There is a kind of heartbreak that few people talk about. Not the heartbreak of losing money, not the heartbreak of failure, but the heartbreak of slowly feeling dismissed by your own children. Children you once carried in your arms, now barely listen when you speak. Children you once protected from the world, now speak to you with impatience, irritation, or indifference. And perhaps what hurts the most is not the disrespect itself. It's the confusion. You ask yourself, what happened? Where did the closeness go? How did the relationship become so distant? If you've been feeling this pain, I want you to know something today. You are not alone. Many parents silently carry this burden. Some cry about it in private. Some blame themselves. Some become angry and bitter. And some slowly lose their sense of worth. But here's the truth. The way you respond to disrespect determines whether the relationship continues to break or begins to heal. Because respect cannot be forced through guilt, anger, or emotional pressure. Real respect grows when people feel your strength, your boundaries, and your self-respect. Today, we're going to talk about 6 powerful things you should do when your adult children stop respecting you. These lessons are not about revenge. They're not about punishment. They're about reclaiming your peace, your dignity, and your emotional power. And if you stay until the end, you may discover that the strongest response to disrespect is not emotional reaction. It's quiet self-worth. Now, let's begin. Action 1. Stop trying to be needed. One of the biggest mistakes parents make as they grow older is believing they must constantly prove their usefulness. They cook when nobody asked. They give money they cannot afford. They solve problems that are no longer theirs to carry. Why? Because somewhere deep inside, they fear that if they stop being useful, they will stop being loved. But here's the painful truth. When love becomes dependent on service, respect slowly disappears. People begin expecting your sacrifices instead of appreciating them. Yeah, I once knew a man named Walter. Walter spent his entire retirement helping his adult children, driving grandchildren to school, paying unexpected bills, fixing problems day and night. At first, he felt important, but over time something changed. His children stopped thanking him. They stopped considering his time. And eventually, they began speaking to him as if his only purpose was helping them. Walter wasn't treated like a father anymore. He was treated like a convenience. One day, Walter quietly changed. He stopped rushing to solve every problem. He stopped saying yes to everything. And for the first time in years, he started asking himself, what do I want? At first, his children were frustrated, but eventually, they began respecting his time again, because people value what is not endlessly available. If your children no longer respect you, ask yourself honestly, have you spent so much time proving your value to others that you've forgotten your value to yourself? Action 2. Never beg for attention. One of the saddest things a parent can experience is feeling emotionally ignored, waiting for calls that never come, sending messages that receive short replies, feeling excited for visits that keep getting postponed, and slowly, without realizing it, many parents begin chasing attention. But attention chased too desperately often creates emotional distance instead of closeness. Why? Because emotional pressure makes people feel guilt, not connection. I once knew a woman named Clara. Every morning she waited beside her phone, hoping one of her children would call. When they didn't, she called them herself. And every conversation carried hidden sadness, You never visit anymore. You're always busy. You've forgotten about me. Her pain was real, but instead of bringing her children closer, it made them emotionally withdraw. Then one day, something changed. Clara stopped waiting beside the phone. She joined a gardening group, started walking every evening, began rebuilding her own life again, and something surprising happened. Her children started calling more often, not because she demanded attention, but because she no longer carried emotional desperation. There is a powerful lesson in this. People are drawn toward emotional strength, not emotional chasing. Action 3. Protect your dignity during conflict. When adult children speak disrespectfully, many parents react emotionally. They yell, they argue, they remind their children of every sacrifice they ever made. But anger rarely restores respect. In fact, it often weakens it. Because emotional reactions tell the other person, "You control my peace." Real strength looks different. Real strength stays calm. I remember a retired teacher named Samuel. His son constantly interrupted him during family conversations. At first, Samuel argued back. But one evening, instead of fighting, he simply became silent. Then calmly he said, "I raised you to speak with respect. We can continue this conversation when you're ready." No shouting, no emotional explosion, just calm dignity. And for the first time, his son looked embarrassed. Never underestimate the power of controlled silence. People may ignore loud emotions, but they remember quiet self-respect. Action 4. Stop over-explaining your pain. When parents feel hurt by their children, many fall into a painful habit. They explain their emotions again and again and again. They try to make their children understand how much they're suffering. But sadly, repeated emotional explanations often stop creating sympathy. Instead, they create emotional exhaustion. The more desperate your words become, the less seriously people take them. This doesn't mean your pain isn't real. It is real. But there comes a point where constantly explaining your hurt no longer heals the relationship. It only drains your dignity. I once knew a woman named Patricia. Every time her daughter visited, Patricia brought up the same emotional complaints. "You never spend enough time with me. You care more about your friends than your own mother. You've changed." At first, her daughter listened patiently, but over time, something shifted. The visits became shorter. The conversations became colder. And eventually, her daughter started avoiding emotional conversations altogether, not because she didn't love her mother, but because every interaction began feeling emotionally heavy. Then one day, Patricia made a quiet decision. Instead of repeating her pain, she focused on rebuilding her peace. She stopped trying to force understanding, stopped turning every conversation into emotional conflict, and slowly something changed. Her daughter began opening up again, because calm energy invites connection. But emotional pressure often pushes it away. Sometimes dignity grows not from saying more, but from knowing when to say less. Action 5. Do not allow guilt to control you. Many older parents live under silent emotional guilt. Guilt for saying no. Guilt for creating boundaries. Guilt for wanting respect. So they tolerate behavior that quietly destroys their peace. Disrespect, manipulation, neglect, all because they fear being called selfish. But let me tell you something important. Wanting respect does not make you selfish. Wanting peace does not make you difficult, and protecting your emotional well-being does not make you a bad parent. I remember a man named Edward. His adult son constantly borrowed money from him, and every time Edward tried refusing, his son became angry. "You care more about money than family," he would say. So Edward continued giving, even when it hurt him financially, even when it caused stress. But one day, after years of emotional pressure, Edward calmly said, "I love you, but I will not continue hurting myself to avoid disappointing you." His son was upset, but something powerful happened afterward. For the first time in years, Edward felt emotionally free, and over time, his son began respecting him more. Why? Because boundaries teach people how to treat you. If guilt controls your decisions, people will eventually learn to control you through guilt. And that is not love. That is emotional imbalance. Action 6. Build a life that does not revolve around them. Perhaps the hardest transition for many parents is accepting that their children are no longer the center of their daily lives. For decades, your world may have revolved around them, their needs, their schedules, their future. But when children grow older, many parents are left with an emptiness they never prepared for. And without realizing it, they begin emotionally clinging to their children for meaning. But here's the truth. Your life still matters. Your happiness still matters. Your purpose did not end when your children became adults. I once knew a widow named Rose. After losing her husband, she poured all her emotional energy into her children. She called constantly, checked on them daily, waited desperately for visits. But instead of feeling closer to her, her children slowly became distant. Then one afternoon, Rose made a decision that changed everything. She joined a local art class, then a community group. Then she started traveling with old friends she hadn't spoken to in years. Little by little, she rebuilt herself, and something beautiful happened. Her children began seeing her differently, not as someone emotionally dependent on them, but as someone vibrant, independent, and alive. And naturally, their respect grew. People are drawn toward those who carry purpose within themselves. Never forget that. You are more than someone's parent. You are still your own person. One of the most painful experiences in life is feeling unappreciated by the very people you once sacrificed everything for. But never allow disrespect to convince you that your value has disappeared, because your worth does not decrease simply because someone fails to recognize it. If your adult children have become distant, dismissive, or disrespectful, do not lose yourself trying to force love or attention. Instead, stop chasing approval. Protect your dignity during conflict. Set boundaries without guilt. And most importantly, build a life that continues growing with or without their validation. Because true respect does not come from emotional pressure. It comes from quiet strength, from self-respect, from emotional balance. And when your children see that you are no longer abandoning yourself just to keep the peace, something begins to change. They stop seeing you as emotionally dependent and start seeing you as emotionally strong. So do not spend the rest of your life begging to be valued. Stand calmly in your worth. Because people may ignore desperate words, but they rarely ignore quiet dignity. Thank you for spending this time with us today. If this message spoke to your heart, leave a comment below and share your thoughts. And if you found comfort or wisdom in today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss future videos. Your support truly helps us continue creating meaningful content that informs, encourages, and inspires. And remember, it's never too late to reclaim your peace. We'll see you in the next video.